This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pitstop, where you guys, the pit crew, you are the real star of today's show because you're here to hang out and talk sim racing with me. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow is when I will be doing my last shows of the week. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see how things play out. Today's a short show, so before I even get to the news, let's just talk about personal topics a little bit. I'm a little stressed out right now. So many of you know I'm moving, the studio's moving, I'm moving, Max is moving, everything's moving. And that is a stressful time. Anybody who's moved knows what I'm dealing with. Already starting to pack things. And, so here's what, life gets in the way of our sim racing. Regardless of what your hobby is, hobbies are things we get to do in our free time. Work, dealing with friends, family, life is stuff that we are forced to deal with no matter what, every day, Monday through Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But when it comes to sim racing, or whether you're talking cycling or golf or anything else, our hobbies are the things that always take the hit. When life gets in the way, it's our hobbies that get cut short. So I'm in a really bummer mood this week because I'm not going to get to do the racing that I want to do. I already started breaking down certain things. Yes, it is. Jamie, it is a great opportunity to declutter. That is one of the positives. But, I already shut down my second rig, and then I realized that tomorrow night I actually want to do something on track, and I need to stream it, which means now I have to put that rig back together again. It's causing me all sorts of headaches. But what really bothers me about all of this is I, in theory, could have missed tomorrow night's Hot Lap Pump Day, but I'm going to make it. In theory, I might miss Friday night's truck race, which just breaks my heart. In theory, I'm going to miss some practices for the endurance series over the weekend that I really wanted to be doing as well. As many times I've moved this year, you bet I have no clutter. Most of my clutter is in storage, but things do stack up quickly around here. I'm a toy freak. I love buying toys. I'm a sim freak. I love reviewing products. So I do get rather cluttered in very, very quickly. So anyway, it's gonna be an easy move. I'm not that stressed about the move. I'm stressed about the logistics, the shutting down here and restarting over there. That is the critical point, and it's gonna really, my hobby, my passion, sim racing, is gonna take a big hit, and I guess that's my point. Go race from John's. I'm not allowed at John Hill's house, so I can't go race over there. No, the best thing I can do is I've played with the logistics, so I'm shutting down tonight. Friday is the actual move, so I have all of Thursday to get everything packed and ready to go. Friday is the move. Friday at 2 o'clock is when Spectrum's going to be there installing a new cable. If all goes well, I should have my rig there Friday morning. My computer will already be there. My monitors will already be there. All I need to do is plug the thing in, and I should be able to run. And that's how I'm hoping to make Friday night's truck race at Sonoma. Anyway, I'm mentioning this because I know that all of you guys also end up at a period in time where you want to race. You want to compete. You want to hang out with your buddies, the pit crew. But life gets in the way, and we feel deprived, and it can be depressing. For me, it is a little bit depressing. When I don't get to race. I am moving a whopping 3 miles away. So I'll give you guys a little insight. It's because of my brother's job that we are moving, and we are moving a whole 3 miles, and the company is paying for everything. And if I didn't care about my stuff so much, I wouldn't even need to do anything. I could just literally drive over there and they'll move it all. They'll do the whole thing, everything, packing the dishes even. In my case, all my sim gear, I'm moving by hand. Yes, Jamie, we are definitely into the world of first world problems. That is for sure. All right, now that I've wasted 5 minutes on what's going to be a short news day, let's get down to the news. Anyway, I guess my main point is, do you ever feel that same way where wow, I want to do some racing, but, my kids got graduation, or I want to do some racing, but we're doing a family vacation. I want to do some sim racing, but work is demanding that I put in some overtime. Today, different topic. I had a bike ride scheduled, but I forgot today was Hot Lap Hump Day, and it starts at 3. That just totally took away between setting up the other rig and 3 o'clock start time. There went my bike ride for the day. I'll still try to get something in tonight because I got to get the miles going. Anyway, life is getting in the way, but I'll be here tomorrow morning for the pit stop. I'll be here tomorrow at 6 o'clock for Hot Lap Hump Day. I'll be off the air Thursday. There's a slight chance that I'll make the race on Friday, an even slighter chance that I'll stream the race on Friday. The weekend I'll be putting the studio together, and I'm really hoping, I told you guys it'll be a full week all the way out to Wednesday. I'm actually crossing my fingers to just be able to get back on the air Monday. Maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew. Maybe that's more than I can handle, or I should even try for. But I definitely would like to get back on the air as quick as possible. Kevin Ford in the house. Kevin Ford, I'll see you at 2:30 on TeamSpeak, and we'll get ready for tonight. I'm going to tell people a little bit about that here in a little bit. So let's blow through the news so Sean can get back to work. Dave, wouldn't that be awesome? I need to make like this would be a great video. Convert a Rascal scooter into actually working the sim as well. So you can drive the scooter or drive the sim with it and do exactly that. Just drive right into a Starbucks, get my cup of coffee, and take care of my race. All right, what's going on? So with Assetto Corsa, I remember there's the big race to download. A lot of times new builds come out and there's a race to download it. Forza rolls things out early, so preloading is officially live for Forza Horizon 4. So if you have early access that'll go live on September 28th, that's 10 days from now, you'll be able to download it now. You could start downloading it now, and the global launch on October 2nd. But I do like the fact that they're doing it early, so that'll prevent that cluster of bandwidth problems come the release day. So you can do that now. Next up, Logitech is promoting. This is actually at Project Cars, because there are multiple different competitions going on in McLaren Shadow Esport competition. But here is a post by Logitech at Project Cars. Please be working with McLaren Shadow, Project Cars, the game, and Playseat Global to bring you the Logitech G Challenge. Pre-register and they have a link here at their Twitter feed, and that's for your chance to be at the Paris Games Week Grand Finale and the McLaren Shadow Semi-Final. So I believe these are sort of like one-off events. I thought I had this ready to go. I do. I have that over here at Logitech. Okay. But this is sort of like a pre-competition to the big competition. And a lot of you guys are putting some time in on Project Cars too. You might want to get in there and check it out. The TIG, it's funny. There's a coffee store I go to in Port Hueneme that has a sticker on their counter that says, "Friends don't let friends drink Starbucks." Too funny. And let's see what else here. What else is going on? We talked about the patch for the Xbox yesterday, right? Or no, we talked about the PC patch yesterday. There it is. And as of today, the Xbox patch. No word on the PS4. Maybe it came out secretly and I missed it. But the patch, the F1 2018 is now over there as well. In addition to that, Ocon Esteban is our hot lap guy of the week. And they have a shot of him using F1 2018 to show off Paul Ricard. And you can, come on, hit play. There we go. And you can see his flying lap around there. So, again, they continue that use of real F1 drivers to sample the game and show off its driving. It didn't get your heart, huh, Spatial? Angel Arroyo. I just covered that on yesterday's show. That you can make a copy of your Assetto Corsa profile and redirect it to launch on the Assetto Corsa Competizione EXE. Are you saying you tried that and it didn't work? But we covered that just yesterday, and maybe Darren can give us some input on that. Oh, I had that up. So yeah, here's Escobar, doing his thing. The French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard circuit. Why does it still say work in progress? Because they had him do a couple of, busted Codemasters. So way back when, they had a day with a handful of drivers, and they obviously got them to do a bunch of different laps so they could choose which ones to use later. But yeah, this is the pre-release version of the game that we're seeing in this video. Kind of funny, but it's still going to be the right driving line and how to drive Paul Ricard. What else? R Factor we talked about, but here we have some cool photos. The McLarens that are coming out. A whole grip of McLarens coming to R Factor 2. 3 McLarens for free, by the way. These are going to be free. The McLaren MP23, I believe that is. Is this the MP14? And the old school. I might have my numbers all wrong. Somebody will correct me on that. But good images of the McLarens. That one's already in there. Why are they showing me that? Because the other part of the announcements, if you remember, the 3 different announcements they made, which was going to be tracks, cars, and a bunch of different changes to the sim as well. So they are really cranking it out. The video is from June 22nd. You're right. It's just that they posted that today here. Oh! Man, I really need to read sometimes. I remember him in that pink car going, it's Ocon Esteban's birthday is why they reposted that video today. Thank you, Mitchie. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys always covering me. In addition to that, we talked about they did a mid-update. So usually when you go to the R Factor 2 or Studio397.com, they have their dev diaries or whatever they want to call them. But they did a mid-month version just yesterday that's talking about everything that we've talked about. So the M23. Okay, now they're going to correct us. So M23, there it is. Old school McLaren. That's the one that Rudy Van Buren got to drive at Goodwood, if I'm not mistaken, was the M23. The MP48, a true fighter. All right, that's a beauty. Talking Ayrton Senna days of racing. And then finally the modern. So this the MP413. This would be 1998. That's arguably in those super duper horsepower years. So great looking models out of R Factor 2. And again, oh, look at that water effect. Water tires. You can see the rain tires on the car. Anyway, if you guys haven't, it is definitely time to get into R Factor 2. You know, it was a slow rollout. You know, like right now, somebody said, hey, should I get a Assetto Corsa? I'm like, yeah, to save the money, but you're not going to really need it just yet. It's a rollout. You know, when's Assetto Corsa going to get good? Oh, it's going to get good in a few months. Right now, it's just sort of in that baby. It's like a pregnancy. It's got 9 months to go. The crew is doing a live stream. This is today, later this afternoon, and they're going to be featuring Black Lotus LV. No idea who that is. Community hosting going on, and for you crew people, you can find the link to that through the crew Twitter page. Logitech was also talking about, so that Logitech post we saw for Project Cars was actually by Logitech. They're actually promoting it at their Twitter page as well. And again, that same article to where you can sign up to take place in that. So go do it. See, you might surprise yourself. Do better than you thought you would. Tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, so that's 3 p.m. my time. Hot Lap Pump Day. Kevin Ford of Extreme Motorsports will be helping me out in the broadcast booth. This is hosted by Rick Motech. You'll have Frank and all the guys from Rick Motech down there in Florida, showing off equipment to all of their in-house drivers. So we are going to have a little twist for tonight's competition. It's still going to be what you always know and expect. It's going to be a free car, free track, on iRacing. I use the word free loosely there. And it's not a normally driven combination, and nobody's really done any practice for it whatsoever. Tonight will be open setups, but I heard that Kevin is going to provide a decent setup to start with, but you can make tweaks to your setup. And then there will be a special twist in the competition for the final prize. Doug Hawley, thank you so much. You have no idea what you just did for me, Doug. I have been sitting here freaking out, thinking I have a matter of hours to be ready for this. Today is Tuesday. Didn't I tell you at the beginning of the show that I'm scrambled brains? I'm a little stressed out. There's the best example. I can't even keep track of what day it is. Thank you, everybody. I get to go on a bike ride. I have time to get that rig set up. I'm not in a panic. This whole week has become the panic. Anyway, forgive me, and thank you so much. Tomorrow, Hot Lap Hump Day. Tomorrow, Kevin, at 2:30, I'll see you. I hope I didn't freak you out or panic you. Sorry. This was sent in. Chrono.gg. I'm always hesitant when it comes to recommending where to buy things, because I don't know what's legit. I don't know what is a scam. I don't know what is a good deal versus a bad deal, even in some cases. But we've talked about like humble bundles and things like that. We posted PC gamer recommendations for cases that weren't available. Breathe. Thank you, Billy Strange. That's our word of the day. Sometimes you just got to stop and breathe. Anyway, some big deals at chrono.gg. The Crew, 45% off at $32.99. Assetto Corsa, in case you didn't get it and you're not ready for Competizione, $9.99. Project Cars 2 for only $15. You want to come out and play with us on Tuesday nights? That's tonight at 6. Devin Booth will be streaming, I think, unless Devin's out of town. Devin will be streaming at 6 o'clock. Some Project Cars 2. Maybe I'll get in on that tonight now that I just gained a day. So great deals out there. If you want to check them out, you can find those at chrono.gg. Hit your marks. Relax. Another video. This is at Nahash64 on Facebook. So if you're friends with him, you'll see he has a really good up-close video of the new Porsche rim that Fanatic was showing off at Sim Expo. There's the dual, that's actually triple paddles? That would be like a clutch. Oh, it's like an up and a downshift? What? You can see they're magnetic. Those are the magnetic backs. Yeah, the Hot Lap Hump Days are fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So great looking wheel, something I'll look forward to get my hands on in the near future, hopefully. One more thing coming out of Sim Expo. Also out of Germany, but not from Sim Expo's. German Consumer Association files complaint against Sony terms a service. So apparently if you buy a prepaid credit card via PSN, that after 24 months of going unspent, you lose the money. And in some regions, in some places, that's legal, and in some regions, that's not. They have fought multiple lawsuits on this topic in various different regions, and now they're going to be fighting it out in Germany. So I can't remember the country. In this article, they talk about a different lawsuit that was pulled because the company didn't feel like fighting it out. Norway. But Germany is sort of stuck to their guns, and they are going to fight this to the end. So this could be great, though. You got to read articles. You never know. Whenever you read something and it's talking about something like this. I mean, we can talk Sims, but when we're talking about politics, we're talking about legal stuff. You never know who wrote the article. So Game Rant is who wrote it, and this is their opinion on the topic. But I always hate the idea of a gift card of any kind that runs out. If you gave them my money, it's money. you know. No, there's no expiration. You got to be kidding me. It's part of the whole gift card scam. So what else? What else? I'm stretching things out. I'm going to breathe. Coming off of Sim Expo, JCL, who was there. So you probably saw a lot of videos and images of the JCL rigs. I think they had a motion sim there and a bunch of stuff at the Sim Expo. But they have some discounts. Not huge. 5, 10, 12, and 15% discount depending on the product that you're looking for. If you've been a fan of JCL and you've been wanting to get one, might be a good time to go over there and save a little bit of money. Maybe it'll save you the shipping at the very least. And what else? Last topic of the day. Sorry, guys, it's a short show. But last topic of the day comes to us from Mitchie Hoyer, who's in the house. Mitchie Hoyer, we saw, look at that. You know, want to talk about an ultimate sim. You know it's an ultimate sim when you got to shut the door. How many of you have ever shut the door on a sim? But you can see the operating dash. And look at the view out the window. Out the window, those gigantic 3 screens. What you're looking at is that 911 GT3 Cup car that R Factor was using for their simulator drive at Sim Expo. It was that white with the red and black, the very famous paint scheme that's in just about every sim out there. But here is Mitchie Hoyer giving it a whirl and driving a Porsche from in the seat. Might be the only time some of us ever get a chance to actually drive a Porsche. And now he's actually sitting in a real racing Porsche and has shut the front door. But you can check this out at Mitchie Hoyer on YouTube and see the whole video for yourself. I'm just going to fast forward through a little bit. You guys never showed us the outside of the sim, but we did cover that in the news. You know what I'm talking about. So there you go. Oh, and then you have to open the door when you're told to get out. How'd you do, Mitchie? How did you do in that car? So there you go. Anyway, that is going to do it. Yeah, that is really cool. That is the ultimate sim. Hands down, that is the ultimate sim. Whoops. Let's go back to that a moment. So yeah, anyway, that is going to do it. I'm glad I gained a day, but I am glad I'm done with the show and I can move on because I do have a lot to get to. Trying to get a lot of things going. 2 laps haven't been ever so short. So it was a good driving experience, right? Now I see a lot of vibration. So I'm assuming this is Jack filming you or maybe Amir, a few people I knew you were hanging out with. It could have been Renee. What is the vibration? I saw that significant vibration going on in the pillar here. The roll bars are just vibrating away. Was that all tactile? The guy shouted, new record at the end. All right, let's get some audio on this. Do I have your permission to play your audio? Why am I not seeing my Windows audio?
geht zu schnell. Es geht einfach zu schnell.
There it is. New record. Well done. Well done, Mitchie Hoyer. So there you have it. That's probably the end of our coverage of Sim Expo 2018. But hopefully, whoops, turn that off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And sorry it's been such a cluster weird show today. Again, I'm getting a little, the walls feel like they're closing in on me just a little bit as I prepare to do this move. So who knows what tomorrow's show will be like. It'll probably be a little worse than today's show with the way things are going. But by next week, we'll have things back to being completely normal and back to just doing what we do here. So anyway, beyond that, in the background, on top of everything else, I am working on that review of the R-Seat S1, their new chassis that I've been very, very happy with. It wasn't just the assembly. It wasn't just the beauty and the looks of the rig. It wasn't just the sturdiness. But, like, this thing was pre-drilled for a OSW, well, for a Bodner, not an OSW, but they literally already had a, I didn't have to drill holes to mount my Bodner. I didn't have to drill holes to mount those HPP pedals. It's maybe the first time I've ever been able to grab a rig and just put high-end equipment right on it. I'm also using their new monitor stand, which I'll also be covering in a separate but soon after review. So lots going on here beyond the move. I am going to keep things going So even when I go off the air, I'll be working on that. So hopefully we'll have this review for you, maybe even over the weekend, if possible. So I am still working, beyond moving. I got things going in the background, and hopefully we'll get the new setup ready to go and up and running real quick. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the pit crew and making it so much fun to be here doing the shows each and every day. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.